What's up, guys? We're gonna do a little mini video today because I'm sure you're all curious what it's like to, do normal things, especially around the world. So Vietnam opened up their air transit about last month. Well, they never really closed it, but I can't imagine that many people are flying. So we're gonna check out what an airport is like, what's going on during the times of Corona. And we're just flying 1 hour, like literally 55 minutes from here to Dalat, which is a cool little mountain town, just a bit north of here. So let's go see what an airport's like in the times of Corona. Come with me. I have to say it's been very strange for me recently because I am one to fly quite a bit, whether it was for work or for my own personal thing. I typically fly at least once a month. And so since I haven't been at an airport in almost, I would say 3 months now, it's kind of it's definitely a strange year for me. So there's lots of people here. It's not nearly as full as it normally is, but there's definitely some people here. So let's check it out. Nóng như lúc nào nóng. Okay, so I just made it through security. No issues at all. It said that you needed some sort of declaration to make sure that you didn't have coronavirus or that you prove that you didn't. I do have that from when I crossed the border, but didn't look at it. And yeah, now I'm in the airport. There you go. Really, really easy. And it's pretty empty. I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty empty, but it's not as empty as I thought it would be. People are still moving around and people are definitely still coming to Ho Chi Minh. So let's see what else is going on here. Seems like I actually spoke too soon. There's tons of people here, and as you can see behind me. So it seems like Vietnam's pretty normal. They're talking about opening the borders back up in June or I think July 1 to international travel because their tourism sector is dying, which I can completely understand. So we'll check back with you on the flight, but yeah. Pretty normal stuff going on here. I'm not gonna lie, very surprised.
2 hours later.
What's up, guys? Welcome to Dalat. We're gonna bring you a lot more the next few days, but as we were driving, we found this amazing large lady I wanted to show with you. We're 8 hours north of Ho Chi Minh by bus, but if you take a plane, it's like 30 minutes. So come along for the adventure. Alright guys, so we stopped off at this very famous coffee shop in Dalat called Me Linh. And the reason this coffee shop is famous, or something that you can get here that's quite famous, is because you can have Weasel Coffee. So what is Weasel Coffee? It's not a special type of bean, but what happens is that the weasels actually eat the coffee beans. They digest them and then they poop them out. And then inside the poop is the beans. So they collect it, they wash it, they process it, they roast it, and then they turn it into coffee like this. So people really like Weasel Coffee. It's called Cafe Lewak, Cafe Lewak, which you can get very commonly in Indonesia. And it's supposed to be like a really smooth flavor of coffee. It was 90,000 for one of these, which is really expensive for coffee, considering one coffee is normally 10,000 or 15,000. But we're gonna try it out. I have high hopes. I have high hopes for the Weasel Coffee. guys can see the traditional coffee rig. You've got the coffee up top brewing away. You've got the coffee, and here you have the drip system. They give you ice if you want it, some water, and some sugar, which I said I don't want sugar, but they gave it to me anyway. And a lovely view. All right, so it's funny. There's a lot of noise behind me, and I really thought it was dogs or something weird going on, but it's actually weasels. So under the sound of the weasels, I'm gonna do the rating on the coffee. So first smell you get, very coffee-like, not super surprising. And let's give it a try. Weasel Coffee. Ooh, it's a really good roast. It's really dark and rich and quite bitter. Very tasty. Could I say that it's any better than any other coffee I've had? Definitely not. But in general, it's a pretty good cup of coffee. Is it worth 4 times the price of a normal coffee? I would definitely say no. Is it smoother than normal? I don't think so. Does it smell any different? Not really. Maybe I'm not a big coffee connoisseur, but I do like a good coffee, so interesting nonetheless. So cheers, guys. I'm going to enjoy this Weasel Coffee, and we'll see what else Dalat holds. So behind me are the weasel cages. They're not very big, which is not amazing. But these are the guys. They here they go. This guy, he's pooping out beans, and I'm eating it, drinking it. Is it gross? Comment below. So here's a weasel. Hello, Mr. Weasel. He looks very cute. So we stopped off for some lunch, and we've got I found a nice roadside kind of food I want to show you guys, and they have some very typical Vietnamese street dish. It's basically fry bread for any of those that you've had it. I mean, every place has fry bread, and why doesn't Vietnam have it? So we've got, I'm gonna show the thing. So we've got some sesame fry bread, and then they have these bao are like the typical steamed like Chinese buns that sometimes have pork inside. These ones they've actually filled with, the bread is actually kind of sweet. They deep fry it and they fill it with an egg and some mushrooms, which I'll show you in a second. So let's take a look. We've got the dough. These are the bao, bun bao.
Bánh bao.
Bun bao. We've got
Thank you.
okay, banh kieu.
Thank you.
Nice.
Where are you
And then
from?
here's the street stand. I'm from America.
American.
America, yeah. I live Ho Chi Minh. Okay, wow, hot. Very nice. Yeah, so behind me here we have a really traditional street kind of stall, and so actually people will just pull up on their car and just ask for them to load it up in a bag, and then you're on your way. It's 5,000 for the bao. I have one here. I have my bao, and let's give it a shot. So here you can see the bao. Here we got it here. I'll show you a little bit more in the light. So we've got the bao here, crispy fried outside, and I'm gonna give it a bite. So here you can see the inside. We've got an egg. We've got some, I want to say it's coconut, and then mushrooms, and then the outside of the bread is actually quite sweet. So it's really sweet and savory in like a really, really nice way. Really awesome street snack. 30, 20 cents. Killer. It's nice.